Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, Shane Todd. Before we get into this episode, let me tell you that we are sponsored by Power to Switch. I'm sure you are tired of paying high energy bills every month. Do you want to save money and find the best energy deals available in Northern Ireland? Look no further than Power to Switch. Mickey, you pay your energy bills too high?
I'm doing this for the hearing impaired at home.
Okay. As Northern Ireland's only energy comparison website, where visitors can compare energy deals and switch your supplier, customers who switch with Power to Switch over the past 12 months saved an average of £281 a year on their electricity bills. That's a lot of money that could be better spent on other things. But how does Power to Switch
Stop a wee second. That's how much money he's on, right? he couldn't even say £281 is a lot of money without nearly boking a wee bit. What's that back the way he did? £281 is a lot of money these days? And then back into his normal voice.
These socks are more than £281. In fact, one of these socks is more than £281. I'm only wearing one
Wouldn't
sock.
even cover the toe.
There's only two energy companies in the north, isn't there?
Yeah, the Protestant one and the Catholic one.
Go on.
Green gas and green energy. Never mind, there's something in it. But how does Power to Switch work? It's simple. The good thing is, it's simple. First, visit the website, enter your postcode and your current supplier details. Then browse the energy deals available and compare them to your current plan. Once you find a deal that suits your needs, simply sign up and Power to Switch will take care of the rest, including informing your old supplier that you're switching.
Do you know what happened to me?
He's leaving you. What happened to you?
I went to switch my energy supplier.
Right.
But the electric was off and I couldn't go on the website. Nothing funny with that one. It's just a tragic day for me.
Do you not have mobile data on your phone?
No, sure.
Now, you may be thinking that switching energy suppliers is a hassle or that it's not worth your time. But boy, let me tell you, the truth is it's never been easier to switch energy suppliers in Northern Ireland. And that's a fact. In the history of this place, it's never been easier than right now. That's what people are saying. Because you remember how difficult it was back in the day. By doing so, you can save hundreds of pounds a year. If you're still not convinced, why not run a comparison for yourself? I did and found I could save £150 a year.
Did you?
Yeah, I did it right before this.
Oh, right, that's good. £150 a year?
Yeah, I could save 150. And I will.
That's good. What, you just put just turn the TV off the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Now I'm saving money every month. So what are you waiting for? Head to powertoswitch.co.uk today and start saving your energy bills. With Power to Switch, it's never been easier to find the best energy deals in Northern Ireland. Powertoswitch.co.uk.
Don't believe us? Just ask these people.
Well, I went to Power to Switch and first I went dubious about whether or not I could save money on my energy bills.
Why are you using it?
What? I just read the email.
Have you said you're from England?
Oh, wow.
It's Power to Switch, yeah.
English people are allowed to live here too, mate. Where was the draw?
Can I say something? Of
course you can.
Me and you were like, we don't understand energy bills and all that kind of thing. This man right here is horny at the idea of saving money in his energy bills.
It's like
every month.
he
He loves
can
it.
read the Matrix. He just sees blonde hair, blue head. We're like, that's just.
I'm on this every week. I'm checking it, man. Firmus are reducing at the moment. That's good.
Oh, fuck! I'm Firmus. That's
Firmus are good. Yeah, I ring them up sometimes. Go, what's happening next week?
It's great. It's great that Firmus are reducing in the middle of fucking summer. Thanks, Firmus.
Yeah, but you know what you do now is you build up your credit in the summer, so when the winter comes, you're not getting hit with a big bill.
Right.
So working ahead, planning ahead.
What's your number one money saving monthly bill hack?
What's my number one monthly bill hack? Oh, it's illegal.
Say it again.
You say it again.
You say it again.
Can we both?
No, you
all
said
it.
My number one multi-save and number one hack.
Yeah.
Oh, I recently changed TV provider, and let's just say I can't really go into too much details, but you know, things have moved fast, and let's just say I'm watching things I shouldn't be watching.
I just said, oh, Jesus Christ.
You got a thing. You can't say you got a thing, but you
No, I
might have
didn't
got
get
a thing.
anything. I'm just saying.
Is it called the Schofield box?
No, I'm just saying my brother has Sky Go and I have its password and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently Netflix are cutting down now. Like, fucking find me.
Yeah.
Fucking come find me.
Netflix. You don't need a TV license for Netflix, do you?
No.
Nope.
Good.
Why do you not have a TV license?
I don't have a TV. I don't have a. It's not plugged into the wall.
You have
You have a TV, but
How do you
I
watch
have a monitor.
yeah. On your ankle.
Legally speaking, it's a monitor. So don't make it
Be
anymore.
back home for 8, is it?
It's on my willy. It vibrates whenever I get into trouble.
That's why you're always causing mischief.
It's a catch-22, man.
It's the only bit of action it gets.
Yeah. It gives me an electric shock, but weirdly I like it.
No, I'm a big. So like in my calendar, I have when my RAC roadside cover ends in July. I have a day before it ends, so then I move to AA to get their introductory offer, and then 12 months later I leave AA and I go to RAC to get their introductory offer.
Should you be saying this? What if somebody from RSA is watching this and they're a company man? And they're like, this guy's...
No, he's not doing anything wrong.
I'm not doing anything wrong. All I'm doing is I'm leaving and I'm rejoining.
Trust me, he would not break the law.
I would not break the law.
Yeah, I know that.
I work within the
I
boundaries.
didn't say it was illegal. I'm simply saying, what if somebody gets pernickety, a bit uppity, and goes, we're not going to let him rejoin?
Yeah, Ryan's cooking the books. He's fiddling the system.
Well, then if I do rejoin, then I'll take it up with a solicitor and I'll go for it. Like.
He's the border foxy. He just slinks back down.
Hold on a second. I took Avanti rail company in England to the Ombudsman a couple of months ago and I got my money back.
Much money did you get?
I'll tell you what happened. I'll fucking tell you what happened. Right? I'm in Glasgow. Right? And no, listen to me. I'm in Glasgow at the time. Right? I'm in Glasgow. I have a train booked at 12:15 from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Okay? Mm-hmm. I arrive at the train station at 11 o'clock in good time. And I'm in there in good time and in good faith. Right?
In a good mood.
And I'm in a good mood.
Did you have to pay extra for all this intensity?
Right. No, I tell you what happened, right? My train fare was £75, and as I turned up to the railway, the trains were cancelled. All the trains to London were cancelled. So I go up to the guy in the jacket and I said,
just any jacket?
There's a guy there.
Just a nice and safe attitude.
He's got the jacket on, the Avanti jacket. I said, he's one of them. So I went up to him.
Hey, it's nothing to do with it.
So I said, what's the crack with the trains? And he says, they're all cancelled. I said, well, I'm on the 12:15. He says, that's cancelled. I said, right, what's the next one? He goes, well, we don't know when the next one's going. So your best bet is to get to Edinburgh and go from Edinburgh to London Euston. So I said, are you joking me? So I had to walk from Glasgow Central over to Glasgow.
We're not going. I know I'm going to be.
They're playing this weekend. Next weekend, aren't they, in Scotland, the Proclaimers? I gave away tickets for them on the radio. But anyway, right. Q Radio 6 to 10. Anyway, right. Decky, Andrew and Amy. So the thing is, right, I then walked over to the other station in Glasgow, which is Glasgow Queen Street, is it?
Yeah.
Right? The trains from Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh were all cancelled. So I couldn't even get to Edinburgh. So I went back to Glasgow Central. I said, what's the crack, man? Right? So he says to me,
why turn into an episode of Top Boy?
Right. So I was like, what's going on here? I said, I need to get to London because I've got a gig in London, right? So he says, we don't know when the next train is going. So do you know what I did? I panicked and I decided, do you know what I need to do? I need to get a flight. So I was so close to EasyJet at the time, you have to ring up because you can't book a flight a certain number of hours before the flight goes. So I had to get a flight, 230 quid. From Glasgow train station, Glasgow airport to Gatwick. I thought, right, I went to the airport and I flew down. Because my train was cancelled, delay repay, I'm entitled to get my 75 quid back. But I thought, no, this is reasonable expenses. So I put a claim in for the flight and I put a claim in for the bus from Glasgow airport, from Glasgow train station to the airport, which was about 8 quid. And I'm getting that back. Right?
Not yet, but he will.
I'll get it back, right? So I get me 75 quid and Avanti come back and they say, we're not paying your flight. Because a train, 2:45, went from Glasgow Central to London and you could have got that.
Yep.
Well, not waiting around 3 hours for a train that might go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So anyway, I went to the Ombudsman, emailed the Ombudsman, sent in all the details, they came back.
Can I ask, what's your subject line?
Oh, what's my subject line? Oh no, I just put in the reference Avanti train, bracket shambles.
How do you... do you start it with to whom it may concern, or is it a dear Ombudsman?
No, it's kind of like...
It's me again.
Hi Sarah, Andrew here.
You just reply to the last email.
There's a massive chain. There's an email chain going back from 2015. Ever since Virgin lost that contract to Avanti, it's been a shambles on the North West Line in England.
Yeah, dude. I know.
Don't even
get me started on Northern Rail.
Oh, fuck Northern Rail.
But anyway, I emailed in the Ombudsman, said, we look into it. Then they came back, they asked a couple of investigative questions. Who did I speak to? I had to reconstruct the kind of timeline of the events.
He's one of them.
I had to send them through my website to prove that I was a comedian, that I had an event to go, and they went back and forth for about 6 to 8 weeks, and they said within 30 days Avanti will pay, they will only pay the flight.
Right.
And then on the 29th day, they had 30 days to pay me. On the 29th day they paid. I checked it every day.
I do not doubt that.
And they waited till the last day to pay. They're spiteful fuckers, like.
Yeah.
And that's what I say to the
I've
listeners.
never seen you so angry.
But that's what I say to your followers here, Shane, is fight your corner, man.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got that money back.
Love that.
And so, it's, if it's there for you.
I had so many flights cancelled during COVID that
Oh,
I have vouchers. I have vouchers.
I love it.
In the air somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just never. I forgot. It was
For
just-
flights cancelled over 3 hours, if your flight arrives 3 hours later than intended to, you're entitled to €250.
See, you know the fact. Whereas
EU
this reminds me
261
of.
forward slash. It's EU regulation. I think it's EU 261 is the regulation.
Don't look at Mickey.
Why? I
Something
know.
like that.
It's 262.
It's 262 is the.
Oh yeah, the other thing.
Since Brexit, they've changed it over.
That's right.
That reminds me of that urban myth when you were a kid and you go, if a teacher's not here after 15 minutes, the
You're allowed
lesson's
to
done,
leave.
you get to go home.
Aye.
You get to go home and play PlayStation. Like there was all these like added rules.
Oh, yeah.
And if we're not here within 20 minutes, like, they have to give you a $5. There was all the 15 minutes was a thing, and then there was a temperature as well. There was always some guy with a thermometer in the air, being like, "Boys,
Too warm to learn.
boys, if it's 37,
Aye.
we get to go home." Like,
Everybody's
die.
The World Health Organization said we can go home.
Right,
Like.
everybody's going, mate, you're in fucking Northern Ireland. If that hits 37, we are fucked. That hits 37, something's blew up nearby. A
doesn't
toaster wouldn't hit 37 degrees in this country. I remember that when I worked in the civil service, we believed all that shit too. Like if it gets to a certain level of cold,
Right.
you're allowed to go home.
Is there
Never
somebody standing
happening.
next to the
Yeah,
aircon just going,
100%.
mind
But
us, eh?
you need
Yeah.
an Andrew in the office to just be taking
Yeah.
care of all that
Yeah.
and letting everybody know.
I used to work in a bank, right? And I know how banks operate when it comes to credit cards and overdrafts and mortgage applications.
the start of
and
the
loans
Netflix
applications,
This is
Right.
absolutely the start of Ocean's 14.
And I'll tell you the best story.
Well, George, are we doing it? There's your man Brad still eating.
Do you know what the best thing about working in a bank? There was a guy that I worked with, right? He was a New Zealander, and he was one of these guys. He came over on one of those He came over for a year, from New Zealand to live in the UK. Or whatever,
The
right?
EU 1798.
The EU 297.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thankfully, he didn't come over on the northern line. Right
So he goes
still be in New Zealand.
he was a nice guy, and he's big into New Zealand rugby, and he was working in the call center of the bank, and I wasn't I was in the kind of like the management control area of the call center, so we would manage the staff and stuff like that. I was doing like the HR and stuff. But if you were if you worked for the bank, you were entitled to what's known as a staff loan, and so it was. But you would get
Sounds. Are you going to have you stolen a lot of money from a bank?
no, but listen to this. Just listen to this, right? This is what he did, right? It's fucking brilliant, right? So he was.
I don't want to be an accomplice to this.
No, this is what he
I'm
did.
already worried about the RSC fucking AF.
Crazy you work in HR and just assaulted Mickey 3 times.
Do you not get electric shock there, no?
No, it's grand.
Right. So, so if you want to, so this is how it works, right? Any loan over $5,000, you can obviously the term is 60 months, which is 5 years, right? But if it was for home improvements or a one-off lifelong bucket list thing, you can get it over 7 years.
Seriously?
Yeah, so you can take out a loan for $7,000 and pay it off over. If you tell them it's for home improvements,
Do they check?
no, they don't check. But you have to have a mortgage to get home improvements. You can't do home improvements on a rental property, right? So,
Tell me about it.
so this guy, he worked in the bank, and we used to go to a thing called Your Bank, which was the staff bank, and you would get preferential interest rates. So at the time, you could get you could get an interest rate of 2% on a loan or 3% on a loan, which was very good at the
I
time.
would just like to say on behalf of both of us, as soon
We
as somebody
don't
says
know
interest
that.
rates,
We don't know
my
that.
brain just went, one thing about Star Wars. I'm over here right now being,
Yeah, I don't know what interest.
but keep going. 'cause
Okay.
I'm hoping I hope I can pick something
So
up.
you know the difference between annual APR and AE, or annual percentage rate,
Yeah.
annual equivalent rate.
Hey,
One's got an E in it.
All right.
yeah.
Guys, do you not look at your direct debits and your finances? Do you know?
No, that's scary. Why do that?
Yuck.
Do you have a lifetime ISA? Have you got lifetime ISAs?
No, but I left it. Not,
What
not
the
after,
fuck?
Not
Are
after.
they not bad
I would have
boys?
expected you to have a
not after
lifetime
shooting
ISA.
Rebecca.
I would have expected you to have lifetime ISA, monthly pension contributions. You're the type of guy I thought would be. You'd have a spreadsheet.
I love how he hasn't brought me into this because none of us think I'm going to live
Trust
long enough
me.
to cash that bad
Trust
for
me.
you.
I've seen his Instagram stories. There's no way he's got a spreadsheet.
Fuck that.
Mickey
We
bought
have a bedspread.
Mickey bought a Blu-ray box set of Beverly Hills Cop, put them in a safe, and went, "We'll be sweet." That's his future, like taken care of.
So my vape just died. That's how fucking.
Anyway, so this guy I was working with, he took out so the maximum you can borrow in a bank is $25,000 on a personal loan, right? So he took out, he applies for a staff loan. 25 grand. And he gets it over 5 years. So say the monthly repayment, I can't remember, say it's 330 quid or whatever, right? So he gets it. But he doesn't tell anyone. And he puts 3 months payments back into the current account. So he puts £1,000 in his current account. And he just gets on a flight and goes back to New Zealand. With 24 grand in his back pocket. Sterling. Now, I don't know what he did with the money. No one's ever heard from him ever since. I don't know how
they couldn't chase him up.
I know I'd gone at this point. I don't know whether they caught him, but because he just got on a plane, because he put 3 months 3 months loan money back in, no one would have sussed him for 90 days until or 120 days till the next direct debit bounced. Then he gets a letter. Then the second direct debit. Then he gets another letter. So by the time they actually know there's something seriously wrong, it's six months down the line. Yeah. He's gone, man. He's in Bali he's in Sri Lanka, wherever
he's like got into the IT system, and maybe he's from New Zealand. Maybe he's hacked the system.
No, he just took out a loan, put in 3 months loan repayments.
Andrew,
so you need it.
Maybe he's hacked the system.
Yeah. You had to say that twice. You made him do an all black.
I didn't get that. All black. Sorry. No. Sorry. I was in my own world there of fraud.
Was there a famous story of and I think it's happened a couple of times with guys in banks that would take all the sort of point whatever pence and put them into one account in the bank.
We found a guy doing that. So basically, there was one guy that I worked with that got caught doing that, right? So what happens is, back in the mid 2000s, if you missed a direct debit before the recession, banks would charge you like 30 quid for missing a direct debit.
Right.
Bank charges used to be outrageous, right?
Yeah.
So what would happen is you could miss 3 direct debits because you didn't have enough money in your account. You'd ring up, telephone banking, I've missed my 3 direct debits, and they go, well, it's 90 quid in charges, and go, well, okay. But we used to do what's known as a GOGW, a gesture of goodwill. So if it was their first time missing direct debits.
GOGW?
Gesture of goodwill.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of gesture
am I the only one who doesn't know GOGW?
Well, I know GOGW.
You know what GOGW is? Part of the
it's 189 something, yeah.
189 legislation from the EU Commission.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shane,
someone hasn't pushed up on his EU legislation. He voted for Brexit, and I can tell.
Get the bastard out. Get him out. So anyway, we normally would, as a gesture of goodwill, you give them their first charges back and say, listen, this was what happens if you do this again.
Yeah. But you have a photo of a kneecapping?
Yeah. But what one of the lads would do is he would refund, so it would be 35 each. So it'd be whatever it's at, like 105 quid. He'd refund 100 quid, but he'd put a fiver into his own account. And if you're doing 4 or 5 of them a day, he's taking 20 quid a day, 5 days a week. He's taking 100 quid a week. He's taking 400 quid a month. And they sussed him after about
paper
2 or 3
trail,
months.
man. Cash is king.
Yeah. And we had another guy who was sacked because he was typing in famous footballers' bank accounts and he was looking at them.
I'd definitely do that.
Oh, yeah,
1000%. I know someone who worked in O2 and set up an account for Noel Fielding. I was like, this is class. That's the info I need. Like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He went on to
before he had a mobile phone, he was always having to use a mighty booth.
I like that one.
Waterfront Hall, 13th of October.
Yeah.
Tickets still available.
No feeling? No, you, sorry.
So yeah, because there was one. I remember there was a famous story in America where a guy was basically, so when you incur interest, it's like you'll get like a decimal percent or like a decimal point of a penny. So he was taking all the point fucking whatever pennies. Yeah. Nobody would notice it leaving their account.
I know what it's
called. But it was in the whole
thing.
banking thing, and he would just put it all into one account that was still in the bank. So the money never left the bank. So the bank didn't notice it, and he got caught because he rocked up to work one day in a fucking Lamborghini, and they were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where'd you get Lamborghinis?" He's like, "Oh, my dad gave me it."
It's called pepperoni slicing.
Really? Is that what it's called?
Is it?
Yeah.
You make it up?
No, it was in a Richard Pryor movie, unless he made it up just for the movie. Dan, can you type
Are you talking about Superman 3? 'Cause Richard Pryor did it in Superman 3, but it has happened. Like,
I think that's what. Yeah, but I think the term is called pepperoni slicing.
But they do another thing with pizzas, isn't it? What you do is you order a large pizza, and the pizza and they cut it for you and they put it in a box. But whatever, what they do is they take out one slice and they move it back in together. No one ever measures it.
Yeah, but why are they doing that? So then they have a.
But they have a slice of pizza on the way to deliver it. Like,
yeah, you're hungry.
They're hungry.
But if he works for a pizza delivery place, surely here.
Yeah, but I don't know. But apparently people do that.
Some people aren't as generous. I would say Domino's probably aren't. Domino's probably aren't
very
generous.
strict on their pepperoni and stuff.
Can I tell you?
4-star pizza probably are pretty generous because but you know they could be better, obviously.
Apache Pizza are making moves, and I've noticed this.
Yeah.
Driving around to
I
various gigs
hosted the
in
Pizza
towns.
and Pasta Awards a couple of weeks ago in London. Right.
Pick out off the ground.
Yeah. I did the Sandwich Awards last week.
The upper crust all there, yeah.
No. So
I'd love to get a piece of that.
I hosted the Pizza and Pasta Awards with celebrity chef Theo Randall. Me and
Oh
him.
yeah, of course.
yeah,
We were
he's
in the
one of my
Lancaster-
favourites.
We're in the Royal Lancaster Hotel, the Pizza and Pat. Big winners on the night were Domino's.
Yes.
Subway won as well. No, Subway won in the sandwiches. Pret, Costa, and so Nero won in sandwiches. Costa won, Pret didn't, and they were all sitting together. And I was like, oh my god, it's Costa and Pret in the big war zone over there.
Have you ever thought about taking cocaine?
I'm on it today. I've been up since 5.
But here's what I'm saying. I've noticed this driving around. You ever notice something and you go, I don't think people know this.
But the Apaches, there's one in Lurgan as well.
The
Pizzas.
Apache Pizza are moving in beside the wee local
They're making
long
waves.
established pizza place, and they're painting the whole building red, and I've seen it in more than 2 places. I've seen it in Lisburn, I've seen it in Balnahinch, and I know what they're at, and I'm on to them. And I don't like it, and unless you make me a brand ambassador and you've got like decent money.
And also, he's got Crohn's, so he can't even eat it.
Exactly. Oh, can I tell you something?
Yeah, obviously.
Like,
It's your podcast.
you're really honest about your health, right?
Yeah, just let me speaking
Right.
of which, we're going to reapply.
Your aloe vera and
lube?
your hands up.
Technically, yeah.
How is your skin, man?
It's a lot better. It got a wee bit dry on the flight back from Australia, and you know the 5 weeks of non-stop drinking, but it's still fucking.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
that,
fine.
You know that.
Like,
you know
I,
that.
I love how the
altitude?
flight was the first thing you went to, not
yeah.
the 5 weeks of non-stop drinking.
Meg, 5 weeks in Australia. Be honest. How many days did you not have pints? Be honest.
Not one day. There wasn't a single day. There was one night where I got into bed at like 2 a.m. and I was patting myself on the back, going, "Well done, Mick. You're
Yeah.
not even drunk. It's 2 a.m. You went out. You had a couple of drinks after your gig. You're in bed. You could drive. You're fine." And then I like lay on the pillow and went, "I had 12 whiskeys and 2 shots of tequila."
And he was weirdly just in Nando's by himself.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years older than him, right? 6 years older than you, am I? How old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, I'm 5 years old. I'm 41.
Right.
So, I probably in my whole life I've never drank just what you would.
What
have
he's had in
drank
Australia.
one night in
Si-
10 years.
We were talking just
I had it
before.
pretty hard a couple of times. like
We were talking before this about like about when you watch Pablo Escobar portrayed in Narcos, and you're like, just get out, mate. You've made your money.
Yeah.
Get out of it. There was a night where you wanted out of the pints because you text me at like 7 or something the night before, and you went, "What are you at tomorrow?" And I said, because we would like pass each other
Yeah.
in Melbourne, as in I would be going out in the morning, you know, to go and look at a fucking tree somewhere.
Do a bit of yoga.
And then-
I'd be down at home with
And he'd be coming in, right? So we text in the morning, but we're passing each other. And one evening he texts me, he goes, "What are you at tomorrow?" And I said, "I'm going to go to a natural, not a natural park. I'm going to a man-made park." I said, "I'm going to like a national park, right? For like a bit of a walk around, a bit of a hike." And he goes, "You text me and your nearly your exact words were, 'I'm definitely going to do that too.'" And I was like, "He won't." Right? And you said, "When and where?" I said, 8:30 at, I think it was Carlton train station.
Uh-huh.
Meet me there at 8:30. And Mickey said, and you were definitely, and it made me laugh. You went, "I will definitely be there." And can I give you a spoiler alert? He wasn't there. And at 8:30 I texted him and went, "Are you making this?" And he went, "I'm just coming in from like last night."
When I'll tell you how bad that story is. When he said Carlton train station, I was like, never heard of it.
But then you still confirmed.
Man, I'm the only man in the world who can go to Australia and come back paler. Like, I wasn't out during the day at any point. Like, maybe once I ran through a fucking bit of a sun, like just to get a cheeseburger or something. But like,
But it
was bad.
It's like you're in a straight, like on the other side of the world. You can explore, you can see different things.
but I can't focus because I was doing like 3 gigs a day
Yeah.
most days. Like, so I couldn't get my brain into like
Are you doing solos or 20s?
solos and 20s. So I was doing,
right.
there was one day where I did 2 solos and 2 20s, and 3 of them were in the same room.
Jesus.
And I was on stage going, I don't know what jokes I've told. Like,
Also, your show was pretty late at night. Mine was at like 7.
Yeah.
So it meant I could actually get an early night and go do stuff the next day. But I was always late. by
yeah, it's
the
that
time you
typical
were-
thing. You finish at 11 o'clock and you're fucking wired to the moon.
Do you remember the time one night I went to see a show where we had dinner or something, and I said, "Here, see if I was to like have a few drinks, I'd love to do karaoke." And he goes, "Tonight's your lucky night. You're not going to believe this. There is karaoke in the bar we go to every night." And I was like, "An actual karaoke night?" He goes, "There's a karaoke night. Me and you're going to go. This is at like 6 o'clock or something." I went, "Sweet, let's do it tonight after my show. What time is it?" He goes, "I think it starts at 12. I said, "Enjoy it and let me know what you sang." Let me know what you sang.
I went to
I was considering going to bed and then getting up for it and starting my day. You know what I mean? Like, I was considered sitting with a bowl of cereal at 12 and being
Well,
like, this is...
Do you go out at all? Like, what's the thing with you? Like when you go to these festivals, you're in Australia. Do you not want to go and mingle with other comics? Go and have. Did you have a late night out there? Like, any late nights?
First night with him, I had one drink.
Okay.
I just...
And I had 5 waiting for him to finish it. Fuck me.
Mickey was on a drip.
No, I was getting
If
gin.
only.
Yeah. I think because you're away from the kids, it's like first chance to actually sleep uninterrupted.
Okay.
So I get a
Yeah.
wee hour football manager in, and then just plan
I'm
what
on
I was going to
football
do the
manager
next
at the
day.
moment.
Huh?
I'm on football manager. At the
You
moment.
playing it?
Yeah, I've played it a bit too much over the last 4 years. I'm on 500 hours. And yeah,
You got a problem?
I probably play about two hours a week.
That's fine.
Yeah, but I've had the same game going in the year 2100. Like,
See, that's weird to me because then you don't know any
Did it
of the
still
players.
have football?
I can show you my laptop if you want. I can show you the year.
No, but it was alright.
don't fucking have a go at me, man. I got Huddersfield Town to the Champions League final,
Oh shit!
and then I got sacked.
I just don't like it when you play it that long and then you don't know the players.
Ah, yeah, but sure, it's all bullshit. To me, it's a distraction technique in an airport or on a plane. I just log it
True.
up. I probably, you know what? I played it yesterday. I did one game yesterday. I was on it for about 15 minutes yesterday.
Okay.
But I can manage it. Like,
Right.
I can. When Football Manager came out originally, when I was like 15, I did 9 hours a day. One day, and the messages were coming up. You need a break.
Yeah, I was like
I got
that.
so addicted to it. I don't play computer games anymore because I don't play FIFA or anything. I play a bit of FIFA if it's in somebody's house. I have an Xbox at home. It's in the loft and I don't touch it because I would just end up fucking 5-6 hours on it. Like.
I love it if like something really goes wrong for you. You've had a really tough time. You're like, I'm going to the loft.
Yeah.
It's just you in the
It's like
loft.
Jumanji.
What is this? I'm going to
Jumanji?
scream at some 12-year-old. I'm going to scream at some 12-year-old from France on a fucking headset.
Right. So here's what I was going to tell you.
Right.
So I was in Spain this week. Right? I was in Mallorca.
Oh, right, this week on holiday.
Yeah, I got
With
back.
family.
I got back last night. Yeah,
Brilliant.
and I had a good time. But I had a medical problem. That's why I was asking you about your hands.
So do you have insurance and stuff?
No, it wasn't that. It's more of like an embarrassing bodies kind of one.
We're point to the part of the body that.
Oh,
What
I know
hemisphere we're
happened.
talking?
Oh, I
We're
know.
talking. Get ready for more pints because you're going back down under.
Oh, really?
We're talking bottom.
You shot yourself.
No.
You wee squirt?
No, nothing like that.
Piles.
No, I had a chopped arse.
Ah, it's all right.
Happens.
No, it was not all right. It was horrendous.
Put a bit of cream in it. Like.
Yeah.
That's what I had to get.
A wee lip balm in it.
I had to get nappy cream,
Yeah.
nappy rash cream.
Did you put it on yourself or
Yeah.
your wife didn't?
No.
I wouldn't let. I don't have a wife like, but I would never let a lover near my bottom,
I love her.
No.
or even an enemy. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even let a fucking doctor near it. I wouldn't let anyone near my
Have you
asshole.
ever had a doctor?
No, fuck no.
Did you say an enemy?
Yeah. An
An
enema.
enema?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I like that a lot.
Jesus Christ.
Keep
Yeah,
your friends
it was.
close and your enemies closer.
I couldn't. I was like walking with a limp. That it was that bad, and
How did it happen?
Is your arsehole on the outside? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Do you know what I
yours-
mean? No, but like the entrance is on the outside, but the holes.
No, it was. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm gonna blame?
Had you been doing a lot of pooping?
Yes, I'm gonna blame. I had the wrong thing on the first day.
Sub quality Spanish toilet paper.
That played its part.
And you know, I
Yeah.
agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that. That's something that needs to be looked into.
I had something wrong. The Ombudsman, El
Spanish,
Ombudsman, Hola.
I know, are you working between 12 and 3? What's the best time to contact you?
El Arsolio Chapo.
Uma tapas wrong hole.
Andre, poopy poopy.
They were calling me El Chapo. I thought it's because I thought it was cool.
El Chapo.
Just get out now, man. You've had enough.
So I had to go in the pharmacy and kind of like explain it.
Can you yo helpo?
But the problem is, I said I was focusing on the terminology for chapped as opposed to where it was on my body.
All right.
So I said like quite quietly, I was like, because I had like both kids with me at the same time.
You should have just pointed at one of the kids. Why didn't you just go
Blame a child.
He's got a sore hole.
Because
Think
I
for it.
thought they might
a
have,
swear
like-
for him a swear.
I thought they might have standard nappy rash bum cream, but I was hoping he would say there's adult nappy rash bum cream, and then I could get that if it was stronger stuff. So I said to the pharmacist, because I was embarrassed, and I was thinking about the word chapped, and I was like, well, they know what chapped is. Then I used the word arse because I was thinking about chapped. I was like, my arse is chapped. The guy said, Arth, and I said, yes, chapped. He's like,
You're like, no, not my hearth. My arse.
your heart broken, sir. I was like, bottom. Oh, sorry, bottom. My bottom is chapped. Sore bottom. I know.
You're such a girl.
I know.
My asshole's chapped right now. Look, I'm still working. My arsehole's like granite now. It's calloused. My arsehole's like Rocky Balboa's left eye. It doesn't see properly.
It's like a forest to get in as well.
Absolutely.
Like.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
What did they give you?
I don't know.
What did they give you?
I got a
You have emergency pseudo-cream with you in case like the kids get.
Did you not bring
chapped asses?
Anusol, no?
Ambisol.
Anusol.
And you saw.
Hold on. There's Ambisol for teeth.
Anusol for your
Is there
ass.
Ambisol and Anusol? Are they the same? Are they the same
No,
people?
different. Anusol. There's a
Andrew, stop
steroid.
saying Anusol.
There's a steroid in it which is good for cooling you down.
Makes your asshole massive.
When you get but like Anusol.
There's a story in it. When you
I've
put it
actually
on,
got
you go,
Anusol in my
"Arr."
bag here.
You've got Anusol. So you have a laptop that you play Football Manager on and Anusol?
Yeah, I can. If you want to get me a
Keys
bag,
to the van.
No, yeah.
I carry Anusol with me.
Do you right enough?
No, I actually just bought it because I'm going away and I always like to have a few extra things just in case.
Right. It is no.
Yeah, if you're going away, bring like a Lilo. Don't bring guys. Don't worry, I'll be
You can get a
Anusol.
Lilo over there. Feel a prepare to feel. I have tons. I
I'm
bring
telling
it
you,
up.
you gotta be ready.
Yeah,
like.
Absolutely, man. Pseudo-cream, Vaseline,
Codeine.
codeine.
Here's what he gave me. The guy.
Stern talking to you. Must go front to back, Mr. Shane.
Take the cock in the face.
The guy gave me. He gave me a nap.
I've never heard you be dirty before, and I'm ashamed of you. You leave that type of smut to me, Andrew. Man, you're a radio man now.
See to punish himself. He's going up in the loft tonight.
I don't deserve this now.
He gave me a nappy cream, but it was a Disney one. It was a Bambi
Okay.
Disney nappy cream. Used it for like 3 days. Weird at first because you're walking like with a wee bit of a wet bum.
Yeah.
But worked an absolute treat.
Brilliant.
Do
Delighted.
you know what the thing about it is? If you'd have left it for 3, it would have been all right after 3 days anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've had the odd chap bum. You've just
God,
been
it's
wiping
getting
loads.
worse.
of
Did your
shit
wife
sore.
eat the same food?
Yeah, but I have intolerances.
Okay.
I have
Blacks, the
intolerances.
Jews. What did you eat?
I don't.
Could it have been ice in the drinks? Do you think it could have been the old?
Ice in the
I
drinks, yeah.
wondered that, because I'm thinking, do they put bottled water into the ice trays?
They do, yeah, they do.
Did they?
But there's everywhere though.
That's
Depends
another
where
thing.
you are.
I think you do that the first week you open,
First week you work there.
and then you're
Yeah,
like,
you get the health and safety guys come around. Hey, you okay, mama?
Yeah.
You're clean, isn't it? It's very clean.
Yeah, you had El Tapo Chapo.
yeah.
That's what the whole.
I'm off to Greece soon. I'm going to Rhodes
Ration?
near Falaraki.
Oh,
Out
now,
of season though.
are you still not allowed to flush toilet roll there? Or is
I'll
that
find
enough?
out soon now.
Because people who used to go to Greece back in the day said you had that. Has anyone been recently? Mike, you been?
Years ago, Corfu was in bin, like, yeah.
You had to put
But-
you had to put it in a bin.
Your dirty toilet. Nah,
Beside, and does that just sit beside the toilet? Or that sits outside.
Pretty ground now.
To disgrace us.
I
now.
couldn't.
In
nah, I
everywhere, in
couldn't do it.
like your own apartment.
when-
Though?
See, to be honest, if I had to do that, I'd take it home. With me. I couldn't leave it there. I'd probably roll it up.
You'd be
I'd rather
embarrassed.
walk about smelling like shite than have somebody else walk in and smell my shite.
Right.
Is that weird? That's weird. It's a weird thing to say. Weird thing to
But
feel.
it's weird that they. Why can't they fix it?
The economy in it.
Yeah.
No money. They have to do the whole drainage system. It'll be cost billions.
And then a lot of their
Billions.
money's based on tourism stuff, so they could knock down all those ancient Greek artifacts.
Yeah, in fact. Don't
Yeah,
wanna be-
but if it's to stop putting shit in a cupboard.
I mean, what would you rather have, a shitty cupboard or history?
Oh, would you want a holiday, mate? Is it a deal breaker? Like,
For me, it
Are
is
you
what
going
it
away
is,
with
yeah.
your partner?
yeah.
Then it's a deal breaker.
I know we're at a good stage now.
You're at that.
You can shit in the bin together.
Yeah,
That's nice. I love that stage.
He's doing it now at home just to like get ready
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So he's
No,
like,
no, no.
"Okay,
We've
flush
I have
it."
two bathrooms in my house. She uses one all the time, and I use the other one. We don't hear or see anything, which is very important for me. But
You
we're at the
keep it in
stage
no-
where
no
I
light
know
bulbs?
when she disappears for a bit, I know like, oh, we know what's going on now. Like,
Yeah.
she just had dinner. Like,
Oh, that's nice. That's weird that after dinner you both put the knives and forks down. You're like,
Look at
I'll be
each
back
other.
in half an hour.
Race you.
don't flush it at the same time. Like. It'll block the
Just put the
pipes.
knife and
like.
fork down, stand up, bow like karate. Let's play a battle shit.
It's sort of like
Kung Fu?
Kashadi.
Every time I come on here, like I
Crapoeira?
fucking end up going down. Every time I come on this podcast, we end up
Taekwondo
talking about
dumps.
the one thing, the same thing all the time. Toilet stuff.
Poo-jitsu.
I'm not like that at all.
Brazilian Poo-jitsu.
No comment. I'm not getting involved anymore.
No, you're right.
Oh, it's enjoyable. Is your vape not working?
I don't think so.
Can't do your vapes.
Can't do my wee vapes.
Gave it up, me. Used to
I'm
do a bit
working
of-
on it.
Did you used to do it?
Yeah, a bit.
Really?
Here and there, yeah.
Could never have seen that.
Stress.
People are saying tobacco. Oh no, not tobacco. I'm hearing nicotine's really good. I'm hearing people say, see, nicotine focuses you, makes you limitless.
What's weird about those things is that I found myself being like, why can't I sleep? And it's because I've been puffing on a vape all day and I've got the jitters.
What's in that? Just flavoured nicotine.
Yeah.
But
Something will come out in about 10 years where everyone will
Yeah,
just
your
die
lungs just
overnight from
sort of
vapes.
Yeah.
But I had my lungs done 6 months ago. I get like a health check done, and
I mean, I spruced up.
no, they just do a scan and they came back and they said your lungs are great.
I had that with about a year ago. I had to give me a blood test, and the doctor went, "Your liver's perfect," and I went, "Fuck off," and the doctor went, "I know."
You're like a medical genius.
medical
like,
marvel.
Yeah, you're
marvel,
like. I think when like a year or something before my granny died, she was like saying to the doctor, she was thinking about stopping smoking, and the doctor's like,
don't, it'll kill you.
"Don't stop smoking.
Yeah.
It'll kill you.
You can't stop having pints now."
Oh, I can't lie. I'm not going to be that bad. I remember that was what do you call your man from Motorhead, Lemmy?
Yes.
There was a thing about him where there was a doctor who was like, if we give him a blood transfusion, it would put his body into shock because he's so dependent on alcohol, and it would literally kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
My grandmother gave up smoking at 85, and the stress of giving up ended up she died 6 months later.
Yeah.
So
Like, she died of other
stay on
things
the
as well.
fakes.
But she died of other things as well. But like, it was the stress of the not smoking and the
Jeez.
change in the lifestyle that confused her so much.
It was fun. It was funny on the plane last night. It was like the walk from the flight. By the way, if I'm saying this and I could be burning bridges with future brand ambassador deals. See, if I don't have to, I'm not flying EasyJet no more. And I
Mate,
know we're going to London tomorrow.
I love.
EasyJet.
I'm going to London tomorrow flying EasyJet. What time are you on?
We're going Luton.
Oh, I'm Gatwick on the 1 o'clock.
But it's always
You're not gonna
it's
believe
always delayed. Are you going to London tomorrow?
No.
But it's always delayed. Last two trips delayed.
Okay.
Both
But here's
sides
what you have
sitting
to
on
do.
the plane.
You
Let's
have to
open
get
this
the
up.
earliest flight. That's the only way you can get it.
So there's no
First
knock-ons.
flight in the
Yeah.
morning is never delayed.
Yeah.
The later you go in the evening, it's a knock on of the whole
Yeah.
day.
Well, how's this?
And it's not just EasyJet. That'll happen for like every single sort of late
Airline,
flight.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Edinburgh Airport is the worst airport to fly out of. In the UK, I think it's for delays.
Okay, hear me out
But
on
if you go
this.
first thing in the morning and just enjoy the day in the city.
And get the first flight,
Have we
man.
mini
Well,
city break?
Good thing is, that's exactly what we did on the way out for a wee trip to Mallorca. We get the early morning flight, the flight to Palma. Here we go, get the kids on, everything's looking good. Walk out the door, see the runway steps. There's 12 lads and the airport police at the bottom of the runway steps. Hear people talking, stag do, got kicked off, and this is before we even get on. They've been kicked off.
On the way back, in the
No,
way
no, no.
into.
We waited and let a load of people go on. These boys have been on the plane for like 10 minutes.
Oh Jesus!
They've been kicked off already. Right? So all we hear is stag do been kicked off. So what did they do? Waited till everyone boarded and went, you guys are going to behave now, aren't you? For whatever because they threatened staff apparently. Then they let some of them back on. And then they started, I don't know, kicking off again. They found another reason to kick them off. It was a 2.5 hour flight. We were on that plane with the kids for 5 hours. Because what we heard is they were threatening to the staff, and then the staff felt like they couldn't work anymore.
But they don't know what happened when that plane goes up in the air. What they're going to do up in the air.
Exactly. But then the staff leave, and the standby staff have to come, and they have 90 minutes to get to the airport because they're just going about their business, going about their day, sitting on the plane for 5 hours with the kids.
That's not
Kinda-
EasyJet's fault. That's the
I know,
stag's
and-
fault.
No,
like.
no, hang on.
100%.
No, tell you what, because I'm pretty sure Andrew knows a guy who might be able to get you a refund, Andrew.
El Ombudsman.
Well, what was the email you got off EasyJet about the delay?
I didn't get an email.
They should have emailed you. You would have got something about the delay.
But see if we're sitting on and the staff are going to be 90 minutes. I know it's a hassle. Get us off again. Take us to an area. I want to go to an area.
I see what you mean.
Area
A soft
51.
play type of thing.
I want to go to a soft play.
Yeah.
But I didn't even mean to bring that up. I brought it up for this reason. That walk on the way home last night from the plane up into the airport.
It's the loneliest walk, isn't it?
I
It
heard
feels like the Green Mile.
I heard a wee woman from Belfast behind us go. She goes, "This would," talking to her friend. She goes, "This would put me off going away. See the walk from the plane up back up the airport. I'm fucking dying." She goes, "I need my fix." And her mate goes, her mate who's like a 50-year-old woman goes, "I was doing vapes on the flight." And she goes, and I'm like listening to this with my kids, and they're in their 50s, and she goes,
Your kids are in their 50s.
"Yeah, something's not right here."
Is that adrenochrome shit?
And she said, she said to her mate, she goes, "Where did you do it?" She went, "I was just doing it down my sleeve." She's taking, puffing down her sleeve, and I'm like, people are mental.
Aye.
Yeah.
People are mental. It cracks me up.
Can I just say something?
Last 4 EasyJet flights, all delayed, both sides, all delayed. I know
Yeah.
I've got kids, so I'm being like harder on them because of that, and that's not their fault. We chose to take a toddler and a baby on a flight, and well, two toddlers and a baby.
I've had quite a few
including me.
delays with EasyJet recently. I've had quite a few delays with EasyJet. I was doing about six to 8 flights a month, and I was
6,668 flights a month.
6 to 8 flights a
Oh,
month.
right.
So going over and back 3 or 4,
68 flights.
6 to 8 flights a month.
Roughly 8 flights, yeah.
Yeah. And when I fly BA, now Aer Lingus doesn't really go from Belfast
You ain't
City
getting no
anymore.
plane.
BA is great. That's a good one.
I was going to fucking do that. I'm fuming.
That's
You're late,
unsa-
sucker.
Do you know what? I'm like the fucking Paul Scholes here. Like I'm just assisting all the way through for the laughs. Like
Have you ever seen the picture of Paul Scholes wee Willie fall out?
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's lying on the ground and he's just like that, like and it just bangs out like that.
Is it a pace or is it a wee... Does it look like him? Yeah, that's what I imagine. The wee ginger pink
It
boy.
looks like him.
Lads, I've got the best airport story for you that happened a couple of weeks ago.
September 11th,
No.
2001. There I was.
Car park, Belfast.
Trying to get my money back.
He would be on the morning of that flight. He'd email me. "I've not yet had a response."
Furthermore, my luggage is covered in guts.
This flight did not go the way I intended to go.
We were supposed to hit the White House. We ended up in Pennsylvania. I am not happy.
Am I getting rerouted? Am I getting a voucher for a sandwich and a bottle of Coke?
And 72 virgins.
Where are my virgins?
Sorry, Andrew.
God. But do you know the families of the people in 9/11 all got 5 million each, didn't they?
Well, every cloud.
Belfast International. Right. I'm warming to it after 2 years. I had a major incident in the car park with another driver. Major incident.
On the way there or the way back?
No, so listen, on the way coming out, right? So I'm in London for the weekend. I fly back on the whatever it is, 7:30 a.m. in the morning from Gatwick to International. My car's in the car park. I go out to the car, get back in, reverse out of the space, and as I reverse out of the space, whatever way I reversed out, if I reverse out and swing the car to the kind of right, I just drive up to the top, swing a left, and I'm at the gate.
Yeah.
Right? But whatever way I reversed out, I actually ended up coming out the wrong side and going like around on a loop, right? So as I pulled out, I noticed there's a car up at the top. It's kind of coming down at me really fast. So I'm thinking like this car is going to jump into my parking space because it's quite busy car park. So I go out and I turn left, and as I turn left, he's still behind me. I go straight up towards the barriers. He's behind me, and I mean he is up my hole like. So I go up to the barrier. Camera scans my registration. Barrier lifts. I go forward. He's tailgating me. He's trying to jump the barrier, right?
Oh, shit, okay.
So I clock it because a couple of times I've driven from before I got the tag. You know when you go down to Dublin, you get the tag for the toll.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I've gone down and I've been chucking the €2 into the basket, whatever. I've had always the northern reg cars are always jumping the fucking tolls
always
down
us,
south,
isn't it?
right?
It's always us.
So
If you hadn't signed that fucking treaty, you wouldn't have to. Go on ahead.
So I ended up getting the tag for the toll down south, and I always, whenever I'm going through a toll, I've always had this kind of a quick look in my mirror just to see if there's someone jumping
Aye.
me. So as I go through, the barrier lifts up and half my car goes through, and your man's tailgating me, right? And I go through a little bit more, and I just stop the car. He's jumping me, right? Now, this was a fucking Audi A6. This was a nice car, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't like a fucking poor old man that can't afford the parking or whatever. And I don't know what happened, but I fucking got out of the car. And I'm not a confrontational man, right? I went up to him.
This is happening under the barrier, basically.
So the barrier.
I've never even thought of doing that.
No,
I've never even thought
this
of that.
man's never going to pay for airport parking
No,
again.
so the barrier's
this.
up. The barrier's up.
I don't
right?
know RDT, you can get under it anyway.
The barrier is up, and I'm gone through. His car is right on my bumper,
So it won't come down.
so it won't come down. So I get out and I go over. It's a D-reg, it's a Dublin car. So I go over and I go, "What are you doing, man?" And he goes straight. He goes, "Oh man, I'm just in a rush. I need to get to work." I said, "Yeah, well you need to reverse your car back because I ain't paying for your parking." Right? And then he went, "But I'm just in a mad rush." I went, "Well, I ain't moving until you reverse back." And then he went, "Fucking mental."
What sort of guy? Paint the picture for me.
I'm saying,
Liking him to a celebrity looks wise.
I'm telling you, 35 Ralph Lauren shirt, Audi A6. This guy had money, man.
Yeah.
He was just being an arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Just being a complete arse, right? Now, somebody always told me, no matter what happens on the road, you never get out of the car.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the car.
What if there's a fire in the car?
Yeah, obviously if there's a fire in the car.
No, you just stare at it and think.
Just think, well, my RAC cover this.
Well,
I get
left, didn't it?
I'll have to email someone to get a claim here. Like, you know? So I get out and I don't know where to come.
Imagine you did.
What?
Dear Mazda, having recently purchased a new one of your cars from a showroom in fucking Ballyrobert, the car unexpectedly caught fire. What are you going to do with this? Need a reply pretty urgently.
guys, I bought a car a year ago that caught fire on the motorway.
Fuck off.
Yeah, see the Tekka.
Right.
Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Right, let me go back to this story.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So I get out and I'm tired now, right? Like, you know, I've been up since 5 a.m. I finished the gig at midnight. I'd slept in the airport hotel. I'd only had about 3 hours sleep, you know, and this guy's jumping the fucking barrier. So I get out and I go, "Man, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not moving anywhere." Then he goes to me, "For God's sake, man, will you just leave me go through?" And I went, "No, I'm not leaving you go through." I said, "I'm not paying for your parking." Now another car has joined he's behind
Conga?
the Conga now, right? So then he produces this ticket. So this is what's happened.
So I thought it was in Belfast. Oh, sorry.
Right, but anyway,
Congo, was that you were going for?
Yes.
Oh, Congo, right. So
Yeah.
he has a white ticket, right? But I pre-booked my parking so it scans the right so you don't get a ticket. So he's obviously turned up, pressed the buzzer, got a ticket, parked for however long he wanted to park, thinking, "Oh, I'll just jump the barrier on the way out."
Aye.
Because he didn't pre-book. So he has this white ticket. I goes, "Well, you need to pay for your parking because I ain't fucking moving, man." So I didn't know what to do. So then he gets out of the car and I jump back into my car and I locked my doors. Right? And I didn't realise how big he was. Right? So I'm now in my car with my doors locked, looking at him in the mirror up at the machine. And he's going fucking mental at the machine.
But why don't you at this stage just drive off?
No, but this is what happens. So I'm sitting there going, "What am I going to do now?" But he has to reverse his car back. But he wouldn't reverse the car back. So he's going to go up, put the thing in, come back, go, "Right, I've just paid for it." No. You need to go back, let the barrier come down, and then it'll obviously let you up. So I panicked, right? But a car had come up behind him.
Yep.
So he couldn't reverse back. Because there's somebody in another car going, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yes.
So I got back to the car. I see him at the ticket machine. I thought, "What am I going to do now?" So I waited for about 20 seconds. Right? And he's at the machine. And he's blagging the machine. He's not fucking paying for it. So I thought, you know what, I've made my point. So I just drove off. And I left it.
No.
Can I say from the bottom of my heart, if I was in that third car,
Yeah.
I would have fucking murdered both of you. I would have.
What?
Why should I have to pay for his
Yeah,
parking?
but was your issue that he was going to get
It's-
away
it's-
with not paying, or he was going to potentially drive into the back?
Very
of you?
unsafe?
No, but you
That's
come out of that car park. It's a sharp left, right? Do you know
Yes,
it's like a sharp left?
yes.
curb as well.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking go-kart
He's
track.
up. He's so far up my fucking hole. Now, if I come out and there's a sharp left and I put my foot in the brake, he could have gone straight left.
Yeah.
But also, as a fact, I was in a mood. I was like, "You cheeky little fucker! Why do I have to pay for your parking?"
But you're not.
I'm not paying for it.
I
What do you want me to do?
wondered-
Go back up to him and
You're
go,
right though. You should
Yeah.
like fuck
But
him.
I know I'm not
wondering-
paying for it, but
I'm
he's
wondering-
using me to get free parking.
But I'm wondering if, like, if you'd have drove on, would the barrier been like, "Oh, he must be gone because nothing's moved." Come down onto his car, cars in
Kill him.
half. You
He's
win
dead.
twice.
There you go. But I didn't know that. I don't know
Yeah.
that.
So I let a guy do it once. I let a guy come up my arse. There was a guy.
Just clip that.
It was in Mallorca 2 days ago.
Weirdly, it was.
That's why you went to the pharmacy, mate.
So I had to get the Bambi cream. It was at the Radisson Blue car park in Belfast, and it was a guy clearly having a fucking terrible day. He was dishevelled, and I was just about to drive out, and he goes, "Listen, man, I'm so sorry to ask. See when that barrier comes up, can I drive behind you and get out?" And I was like, if you keep enough of a distance and you don't go into the back of me, yes. If you go in the back of me and need your
At least he
details,
asked.
we'll do all that. He asked, and I thought, yeah, why not?
Do you know what? I've no problem.
But I
doing that.
did. I stopped just and the barrier came down. No. I let him.
No, but like
I let him go
I'd have no problem with that. Like, but this guy was a cheeky fucker. He was following me around the car park. You see.
and used to be a private detective.
Yeah, and he's a premeditated maneuver. If
Do you know he used to be a private detective?
You used to be a private
private
detective.
investigator? Yeah,
What the fuck have you not done?
he used to be a private investigator in Cork. Yeah.
In Cork, that's a gossip. It's Cork.
What's a gossip?
I tell you what, boy. I know something about that fellow over there.
Oh no, I got paid. I have to make big full-on investigations company. Used to do marriages, fraudulent
Seriously?
insurance. Used to do pubs and stuff.
Is that why you got a job in the bank so you can understand how to fucking do it?
Oh, I tell you. Yeah.
So if you were going to tail Mick after this, right, after this pod, how do you go about it?
Well, first of all, we find out which type of car Mickey has.
First thing I would do.
He'll tell.
First
He'll
thing
tell
I
everyone.
would do is go to a car park and pay for the parking and just wait.
Well, it's very hard. Well, what I do is you find out what type of car he has. So if he's got
Audi
we've got
TT.
an Audi- we've got an Audi
yeah.
TT.
Surprised
Yeah.
you're the only person he hasn't told.
Right, so he's got an Audi TT. So what you do?
Red.
So what you do is when you're in a built-up area,
Sorry. It's not.
it's black, isn't it?
Lads,
He's giving it away.
It's now that there's a private investigator on my tail. now that I have to shake a perp or whatever, I'm going to fucking change things up. Do you know what I mean? You never know where I'm going to go full. What do you call that Channel 4 thing? You just run away.
Hunted.
Yeah, I'm going to
Hunted,
do
yeah.
that. Yeah,
They're
you'll never
so
fucking
shit
see
at
me
that.
again.
They're so shit at
It's
that.
shit with camera crews and stuff. It's a fucking load of bollocks.
Yeah. They should fucking kill the camera operator.
That's what the first thing I would eat them,
Yeah. Eat
and
the
then
dick.
hope another camera crew turns up and just be chewing on a leg.
Yeah.
If you don't fuck off,
Yes.
you're fucking next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's barbecue sauce on the
It's
leg.
crazy. It's like,
Nothing.
oh, we're stuck here with no money and nowhere to go. Just ask the cameraman for some money, like.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the way I look
You
at
could
it.
I could definitely fucking disappear. They'd never get me. They'd fucking never get me.
Hey.
I'm not going to tell you what I would do.
Hey.
They'd never fucking get me. No, they wouldn't.
You'll be having a pint.
You'd be having a fight.
Aye, but where? Do you know what I mean? I'd be having a pint in a
Nearest
pub, nobody
karaoke
else-
bar
in a
going.
pub that nobody else would go into.
Google Maps, Witherspoon's nearby. Oh, got him.
No, I don't go to Witherspoons anymore. I go to Slug and Lettuce. I'm a bit more upmarket.
Oh, very good. So yeah,
I had a very fucking strange when I was in the last night I was in Sydney, in Australia. There's a restaurant that I like going to, and I was like, I'm going to go in there and get a wee burger for my last night. Just I've got a
Wee
gig.
treat.
We gig at 7:30. I'm going here about 6. Wee burger.
Oh, nice.
Fucking plenty of time to digest the food. Go and do a wee spot, but dead on. So I ordered the food at 6 o'clock, and about 6:30, I was like, fucking food hasn't come yet. 6:45, I'm starting to get a bit like, oh shit, this is going to be, it's getting tight of a gig to go to. And at 7 o'clock, I literally have to leave. And rather than go over to the staff and go, listen, I ordered food an hour ago, it hasn't arrived. I have to go now. Can you cancel that order? Or even go and listen, if the food is ready, can I get it to go?
Yep.
Instead, I took my phone out and I went, what? What? And started to like walk abruptly out of the restaurant. And as I was walking out of the restaurant, a little Chinese waitress arrived with my burger and chips. And rather than go, oh no, listen, I need this to go, I have to go to work, I went, I thought you said she was over the worst of it. And just fucking I just ran out of the place. But the front window of the restaurant was about fucking 25 feet, so I had to keep it up the whole way up the street because I'm too fucking nervous to stand my ground. Like, if I lost money on an EasyJet flight, I'd email EasyJet offering them more money.
Yeah.
That's my fucking.
do you know EasyJet have a secret members club?
No.
They do. So you've EasyJet Plus, which you pay 200 quid a year, but then you've the secret members club. If you fly with them, it's invite only. I got invited into it a couple of years ago.
Are you in it?
I'm in it, yeah.
What are the
Special. You
perks?
have a separate phone number, and you have a 6-digit membership. You ring up, so it's free transfer of all the flights. So I can transfer a flight for free. So if I've got Belfast to Gatwick tomorrow at 7 a.m. and you know
You can
what,
change that to Paris.
I can change that to I can change it. I can say the flight's 50 quid. I'd say, look, can you change that Belfast to Gatwick, but can you put me on the 6 p.m? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Now, if there's a price difference, you have to pay it, but there's no 40 quid fee to change the flight. But there's only a select number of people that get invited in. There's a couple of thousand people in it, I'm sure, but you have to fly a certain number of times.
You
with
two
them.
cunts are fucking smooth operators. Cause free Nando's and all this shit. I
You
need
get
to,
free Nando's.
No. It's a myth.
Or
Are you trying to get the black card? Have you
I
applied?
would
Do you have
like
to
to.
apply?
I don't know. I would like to.
But I think Jimmy Carr's got it, doesn't he? Load of comics have it. Jimmy Carr has it.
I don't know.
But do you send? Did they have to approach you? Did they?
If I knew, I would get one. I would
Just
like to
email
get
them. Give me a
one.
black
Well,
card.
I'll give you I'll give you my email address and please do it for me.
I'll do a good email for you.
Let me ask you this: we're flying tomorrow with Luton. No, here to Luton.
Belfast International.
Belfast International to Luton. What are the hacks here?
Okay, right.
Yes.
So when you land at Luton Airport, okay, you have to go out and get the bus.
I've a meeting at 12. Did you realise? Sorry.
Oh, do you actually have to? Yeah,
Aye.
yeah, we go.
Yeah, it's all right. You
you
for
go. Yeah,
£5. I forgot I've got a meeting.
That's all right.
Okay. Genuine work stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
No worries,
I
man.
didn't realise what time it was.
The shades in the elevator.
Where's the meeting?
Don't press him on that.
The meeting docket. What's the quickest way out of here?
He's
All
taking
the
this.
best, Mickey.
See what I told you? You're a private investigator. He's taking this so seriously now. He's going
No,
into the wind.
I'm just going to give him 30 seconds before I go down as well, all right?
Micky Bartlett's gone into the wind.
So, Luton, hack, you arrive, you got to get the bus out to the train station.
This is a nightmare. Yep.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's a train now.
They've not opened the shuttle. Have they opened the shuttle now?
The dark.
It's opened.
That's what they tell me.
I don't know.
No, actually, sorry.
Okay.
I've been.
Now,
It is.
do you guys have rail cards? For
I
the
just tap on my
they give,
phone.
no, they give, no. You can buy a rail card for 30 quid that gives you 30% off all fares for a year. Rail fares for a year.
Right.
Download it on the Trainline app. You do a picture of yourself. You
Should have
bid-
done that before we bought tickets.
Yeah. You can. It's sometimes cheaper to buy the tickets on the day. Than it is
Right.
pre-advance. So what I do is, because I lived 2 stops down from Luton in a place called St Albans, so I was always on the Thames Link. So the Thames Link is the thing. So basically, you get to the train now rather than the bus. You go over to Luton Airport Parkway. Where are you getting off? St Pancras? Yeah. Right. So middle of the train. You don't need to be at the front or the back. You could buy a rail card, 30 quid each. If you're going over once a month and you're on trains a lot, it gives you 30% off all your rail fares. So I think 30 quid each for 12 months. You can make that money back within 2 or 3 rail fares. You can do it that way.
Pepperoni slicing.
Yeah, so I would actually do that
Right.
if you're going to do that.
Salami
What hacks
slicing.
are you looking for?
Well,
what
where are
you
we
looking
staying,
for?
Dan?
Where are you staying?
Near King's Cross.
What hotel?
I think it's a travel lodge.
Pardon?
What?
Travel lodge.
Mate. No standard. No. You're staying in a travel lodge. Where's Shane staying?
Andrew, how can I? It sounds like
I've
I'm
got
in a travel
level
lodge
3
too.
booking.com genius level, which gives me 10 to 15% off hotels, right? I've got level 3 booking.com, right? Now Travago's really good as well. Do Travago.
No.
Lads,
What-
you're not doing that. Lads, I need to sit down with you.
Right, we've already booked it, right? So what can I go to them and travel?
I
lodge
know
when
the travel lodge you're staying in as well. You come out of King's Cross, you turn right towards Euston. It's up there on the left hand side. It's on a very, very busy road.
Okay.
I know it on the left hand side. There's a cost in there as well.
Well, something to look forward to.
It's a tough area, like.
You think we might get?
I'm just saying, it's King's Cross, St Pancras, King's Cross.
You think the boys are going to get knifed?
Tough area, like. You should be looking in at more Russell Square, kind of go in there, like.
Right.
A couple of streets down in
Right.
Russell Square.
Well, Willie T's coming with us, so like
Oh, fucking good luck.
me, Willie T, Kieran, Dan, and Mike.
In
And
one
you're-
room. One
The
room.
4 of you.
And
So
what? No, we're not.
you're doing Leicester Square, is it? Are you doing the podcast?
No, we're in Islington,
Or you're doing your podcast in Islington?
Yes.
Brilliant, excellent.
which is a good place for selling tickets. What camera am I, Dan? Yeah. So, but I want us to go for a big slap up Chinese meal still.
Down to Chinatown, mate.
Even though your
Chinatown.
flights have changed.
Yep.
You can walk to Chinatown
We were
from there.
supposed to be on a 2 p.m. flight home the next day. That's what everyone's on. Too much hanging about.
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree.
booked a 7 a.m.
Okay.
I wish there was a middle ground there, but there isn't.
Okay,
I'm
so
away.
you're staying in St Pancras and you're on a 7 a.m. from Luton.
Yep.
Okay, so you need to go cross the road, go in and get a Thameslink northbound. So you're going to go on platform A, which is when you go down the escalator, you veer off to the left, right? You go northbound. That train from St Pancras to Luton Airport takes about 30 minutes, 35 on a fast one. You need to get a fast. There's a fast and a
Leave it
slow.
about 6 a.m.
No, for a 7 a.m. flight. You mental.
We'll breeze through.
No. Have you got fast
Breezy.
track? Have you got fast track security? No.
It's fine.
You got to remember, the train's going northbound from St Pancras. There's a fast and a slow line. You need to get on the fast line.
Fast line.
Okay.
Yep.
So have you downloaded City Mapper?
Yep.
And train line and all that? I would recommend you getting a train at 5:30 to get there for 6.
Yep.
To get into the airport for about 6:15. You're boarding at 6:30.
Yep.
Shouldn't be more than. Now, Luton Airport is like the gateway to Eastern Europe.
That's what I've heard.
Right. So what I'm saying is that they have all their cheap flights going that morning.
Right.
So that airport is chaotic from 5 a.m. like.
Right.
It normally quietens down around 10:30 till around 4 o'clock, and then from 4 all the way till the evening it's busy. The cheapest flights always go in the morning.
So what time do I need to wake up at?
I would say you need to wake up at you need to be out of your hotel. I would say, man, you need to be in St Pancras King's Cross no later than 5:05.
Fuck, I made a mistake.
You could get a taxi for about 980 quid.
Okay. At what time?
But the taxi is going to take you at least a good hour and 10.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You made an awful mistake.
Dan, can we go for a slap? We'll have to wrap up this episode, but Dan, can we go for a slap? We're still going for a slap up meal. What time's the podcast at?
8 start.
8 start? Oh, jeez, we're going to be eating late.
You're going to be eating late and you're going to be up early. You're going to be fucked, mate. Why don't you just go back to the 2 o'clock flight? Change it back.
I've given the news to home.
Right, well, why don't you go to Heathrow? Why don't you go to
I
Heathrow
said
and get the
Daddy's
9 a.m.?
coming
Why don't you
home.
go to Heathrow and get the 9 a.m.? You just jump on the Piccadilly line from St Pancras, 40 minutes out to Heathrow Terminal 2, and get the 9 a.m. Heathrow
Hey.
B8 to Belfast City.
Let's look it up. Andrew.
Mate,
Do you know what?
I should be your travel agent.
There are some people who don't want this content at all, and there are some people that do.
Oh, nerd
There's
out
some
on it,
people
mate.
that want a live booking.
But what
and
you
they
can do
wouldn't do
what
it.
you can do is you can get then the Heathrow
Come
Gatwick
on,
Express on a train. But if you get the rail card for 30 quid, you'll get that then for 15 minutes out to Heathrow for £14.50.
Fuck yeah! So
You should just whenever
Heathrow.
you're going away on a trip, Shane, send me what you want and let me come back to you with a spreadsheet.
oh, there's no flights. There's a 10:10,
Get that? You'll be home for 11:10.
but it's Belfast City. We're going from international.
Whose car is going up to
It's
international?
£500. I'm not doing that.
Oh right, okay.
Where else? Come on.
Do you know what, Shane?
No,
Shane,
don't give up.
Shane,
No, don't give up, please.
Shane.
Don't give up.
Shane,
Yeah.
Gatwick, EasyJet Gatwick. What's
Yeah.
your next option?
EasyJet.
How long will it take from...
From St Pancras to Gatwick? Oh, it's an hour.
Okay, Andrew, we've got an 850. This is guys. By the way, this is no bullshit. This is all real. This is live. We've either got from Gatwick. Let me give you two options: an 850 or a 730.
850.
177 quid.
Very expensive.
He was on board right till the end.
But do you know what? You're doing well, Shane. It all depends on how you value your sleep. If it's an 850, you're boarding at 820. You want to be out there then for about 7:45. So you want to be on a train. You want to be on a train from St Pancras. I'd say 6:50, so you can get out of bed at 6:30, 6:40. Either way, you're fucked, man.
I think I'm just going to stick.
The fact
to the
that you
original
changed
flight.
to 2 o'clock was your downfall. You could have gone out late, stayed up till 1 with the lads, had a bit of crack.
Stayed
with
up
them.
till 1.
1 a.m. with the lads.
No.
You don't have to be out of the hotel till 11. You can go over there and get your nice little bit of breakfast, get the train up at and you'll be home at 3 o'clock, drive home, whatever, 4 o'clock.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm just not going to do the podcast.
I
We're
think
just
you
not
should just go
going.
back to the 2 o'clock, mate.
2 o'clock.
Go back to 2 o'clock.
Kids, Daddy's not coming home early.
Go back to. You've had a week in Mallorca with them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
You've had a week with them in Mallorca. You see
You're
me a
right.
lot.
With a chapped arse.
You should look at them and go, you're seeing me a lot at the moment. I'm a
Yes.
busy man. Do you know this house? Who pays for that?
Yes.
Every time I leave here, food
Their
appears in the fucking
mom.
fridge.
She has a real job. Yeah, alright. I'll stick to the original flight. Fuck that early one. Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Next time you come on, I'm going to ask you loads of questions about breakfast radio.
Thank
'cause
you.
I'm
yeah.
intrigued by that world.
It's great. It is great.
Monday to Thursday, you're on Q.
Yeah, the show's on Monday to Friday, but I do Monday to Thursday, 6 to 10 on Q Radio
Hey,
with that key and
Who
Amy.
cares
It's
if
great.
the show was also on the Friday? If you're not there, it's on Monday to
It's
Thursday.
Monday to Thursday for me. But I'll be doing a lot of Fridays in the summer.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Decky's going on holiday and I have to run the show. With
I
Amy,
see
so.
what's happening here. Decky goes on holiday. He'll be looking forward to it. He'll get in his flight. You'll probably give him a bit of advice what flight to
Yeah.
get on, and he will not know he's not coming back to the show.
No, we're going to ring him every morning on holiday. Yeah. But I'm very looking forward to the playlist because you can pick any song. You can play any song you want. And I can't wait to put my playlist in a little bit.
Right.
So a little bit of Fleetwood Mac, you know.
All right. You got any gigs coming up?
No.
All right.
Oh no, I've got me live podcast Cork of the North with Aaron. We were up at Stormont the other day, me and Aaron interviewing Naomi Long, and we got asked to leave by security
Perfect.
because of what Aaron did.
Oh god.
So Cork of the North live podcast 4th of June at the Duncairn. Thank you
Mickey's
very
doing the Waterfront Hall. We'll put the link in the description for that. I'm doing Opera House in a load of different places. Maybe I don't know if that's in the description. I don't know. Big, yeah, it is class. All right, who knows where we're going tomorrow or what time? But we're doing Tea with Me live in London. It's going to be a great time. There's going to be stand up. I'm excited. We're getting a slap up Chinese meal. Fade me out, and from my lovely smooth unchapped arse. Just fade me out.